There lived two friends, David and John, in a village called Beaufort. They traded lentils, rice, wheat. John was greedy among the two. He used to sell his goods at high price. David used to sell his goods at the suitable price. He preferred helping poor and old people. Both of them took their goods usually at the same time. But David's goods were sold fast while John could sell less of his goods.
Hey David, our goods are same. But even then all your goods get sold, while mine gets left behind.
John, you sell your grains at a very high cost. If you will sell your grains at such a high cost, how will your grains get sold?
Hey David, we go from one village to another. Work so hard. So the price should be good, isn't it?
Yes, but who will give you more price than original cost? John bro, how will poor people pay so much money?
Yeah David, don't try to preach me. You do your work.
Saying this, they go to one village and divide it into two parts, and they go to different directions to sell their grains.
Wheat and rice! Wheat and rice! Come on village people, buy them fast. These are especially for you.
John attracts people to buy his grains by calling this way. Then a person tells John,
Bro, please tell me the price of wheat. Sir, you will get 1 unit for 4 coins.
Hey bro, elsewhere they sell 1 unit for 3 coins. You are selling it costly.
Sir, if you don't want to buy, it's okay. After some time, you may start asking it for free. Who sells at such a cheap price? You can go. Wasted my time.
John takes the bag of grains on his shoulders and moves on. Hearing the voice of John, a poor old woman goes inside her house and says to her husband, Hey, listen, someone is selling wheat and rice outside. All the grains in our house is over. Please buy some grains or else there will be nothing left to eat in our house from tomorrow.
Yes, my dear. You are right. But there is no money left with us. What will we have in exchange for the grains? I don't understand. How will we carry on our life from tomorrow?
Hey, in our house there is your father's old plate. Maybe we will get some grains in exchange for that. Till then, our son will also come back from town. If we get some grains until that time, it is enough.
Okay, come, let's talk to him about this.
Old man calls John when he was crossing their house and tells him,
Hey son, we have nothing to give you except this old plate. Will you give some grains in exchange for this plate? We will be grateful.
John sees that old dirty plate and says,
Hey grandfather, in exchange for this plate, not even a handful of grain can be given. The plate is so dirty and old. This is of no use for me. But even then, let me see it once.
John scratches it from behind and finds out that the plate was made of gold. He becomes greedy. He thinks that I will be rich by having this. And if this plate is available for free, why should I waste my grains?
This plate is useless and rusted. I cannot give you anything for exchange. This is of no use for me.
Saying this, John throws the plate in front of the old lady and walks away. Poor old couple sit in front of their house feeling disappointed and sad. They start praying to God saying, how will they live now? After some time, David comes there with the bag of grains and calls out loud. David looks at the sad old couple sitting there and he goes near them and says,
What happened, grandmother? Why are you sitting like this? If there is any problem, you can tell me. I will help you as much as possible.
Son, you look like a good man. The grains in our house is over and all the money with us too. Now, until our son comes back from the town, how will we live? What will we eat?
Don't worry, grandmother. I will give you some grain. Tell me, how much do you need?
No, son. We don't want it for free. We have an old plate. Will you be able to give some grains in exchange for that?
Okay, fine, grandmother. Whatever you find suitable, I will buy that plate.
Grandmother gives that old plate to David. Anyway, David had decided to help them. But even then, for grandmother's satisfaction, he takes the plate and scratches it. David finds out that the plate is made of gold.
Grandmother, this plate is made of gold, but I don't have that much of money to buy this.
Hey son, only some time back one man said this is useless and threw it, and you were ready to give up grains even without taking the plate. You are a good person, son. You can give me whatever you feel suitable.
Grandmother, you can keep the entire grain bag and all the money I have. I will just keep the money I need to go back home.
David gives the entire grain bag and money to both of them and takes a small amount to go back home. On the other hand, John, dreaming of becoming rich, comes back to grandmother and grandfather and he tells them,
Grandmother, come, let me give you some grain in exchange for that plate. Give me the plate. Where is it?
Son, the plate you said was useless. That was made of gold. Someone bought it at good price from us. John started regretting what he did. He had lost the gold plate that came into his hand by luck just because of greed for a small amount of grain. On the other hand, David sold the plate and with that money, he started living a comfortable life. Friends, we should always stay away from greed and always live honestly. Our truth and honesty supports us always.
Robert was a poor but talented worker. He used to live with his wife Kelly and daughter Rachel. Robert worked very hard to survive. Kelly was a very intelligent woman. That was the reason they were very happy even with very little money. Julie's exams were starting in a few days.
Daddy, my exams are starting next month.
Okay dear, do your best.
Daddy, what would you gift me if I get first rank in class?
If you get first rank in the class, then I will take you to a hotel for your birthday and buy you a dosa, okay?
Yay! Now I will definitely get the first rank.
Robert was really happy to see her excited face. At that moment, Kelly enters.
Why did you have to say something like this? She will get her hopes high.
I have saved some money. That would be enough. Don't worry about it. I will take care of everything. Robert started doing extra work and started earning more. Somehow, he arranged to save 200 rupees. His daughter's exam result was next month and her birthday was the next day from it. On the day of the result, Rachel got ready in the morning and went to school. She came back with a big smile on her face. Robert asked Rachel, "Why is my princess so happy today? Did you get the first rank in the class?"
Yes, Daddy. How did you know?
A father always knows everything.
Daddy, now you have to take me to a hotel for a treat.
Yes, why not? We will go tomorrow, okay? Now I have to go to work. Robert goes back to work and applies for relief for the next day and takes his daughter to a hotel. Waiter, can you show me the menu card? Yes, sir. Here you go. Thank you. Robert was shocked to see the price of dosa on the menu card, which was 150 rupees, but he wanted to fulfill his daughter's wishes. Waiter, can you come here please? Yes, sir. What's your order? Can you bring us one dosa with some chutney and sambar? Yes, sir. Anything else? That's enough. After the waiter leaves, Robert checks the 200 rupees in his pocket and puts it back. At that moment, the man sitting next to them sees this. After some time, the waiter serves them the dosa.
Daddy, this is just one dosa. You did not order for yourself?
Actually, your mother has prepared some food for me. I will eat that only. You eat your dosa.
Okay, Daddy.
The young man Alan sitting next to them was watching all of this. What a father. He came to the hotel for his daughter's happiness and he isn't eating anything because he doesn't have money.
I got the first rank in exams and now I'm eating dosa as well.
Yes, my princess. All your wishes should come true and stay happy always. That's all we wish for. Now don't waste time and finish your dosa.
Thank you, Daddy. The dosa is really delicious. You should also eat some.
You eat it. I'm not feeling well. I will eat at home only.
Okay.
Watching this, Alan got emotional. He went to the hotel's counter and told the manager, "Take this money and get that man a dosa. If he asks, just tell them that it is free from the hotel, okay?" Yes, I'll do it. But what happened? Why are you paying their bill? Alan tells everything to the manager. Take your money back, sir. We will celebrate her birthday nicely. Everything will be from the hotel. Don't worry about it. The manager orders another dosa for their table. Watching this, Robert gets shocked. Sir, I haven't ordered this dosa. Please take this back. Sir, the dosa is from the hotel. You enjoy it. Sir, I don't want to eat this dosa here. I will take this home and will share this with my wife. Can you pack this, please? No, sir. This is for you. We have packed more for you to take home. You eat here only. Thank you, sir. Robert and Rachel eat the dosa with great enjoyment and go to the manager to pay for it. What are you doing? Everything is free for you today from the hotel. It's a special treat. But why? Your daughter got the first rank in school and today is her birthday too. That's why. And take these sweets as well. Give them to all the children nearby. Celebrate your birthday nicely. Thank you, sir. It's because of you that I can celebrate my daughter's birthday nicely. Why are you thanking me? Now go home and celebrate your daughter's birthday. Yes, sir. Now I will leave. Robert happily came back with a joyful mood. See, Kelly, what our daughter got today.
Huh? Where did you get all these things?
Robert tells everything to Kelly.
You know, our daughter is really lucky. She gets whatever she asks for. It was her wish to celebrate her birthday with her friends. Now see, we have a cake and sweets too. Now I can invite all her friends and celebrate my darling daughter's birthday.
And just like that, Robert and Kelly gather all her friends and celebrate their daughter's birthday nicely. The moral of the story is that there are a lot of needy people in the world and we should help them. A small gesture can bring great joy to them.
There was a farmer named Gary. One day he was working in his farm. Suddenly he found a pot full of gold in the field, which was filled with gold coins.
Oh, pot of gold? I am so lucky. Katie will be so happy when I'll show her.
But just as he thinks about Katie, he feels a little scared.
No. If I tell Katie, she will spread the news to the entire village.
We found a pot of gold in our farm. We found a pot of gold in our farm.
Oh my God. No. This should not happen. But how will I hide this from Katie? I cannot take this big pot all alone. I will have to find a solution.
Gary then covered the pot with soil and reached home thinking about that matter.
Today you're home early?
I'm feeling hungry. Serve the food quickly.
Katie served the food, but Gary was not focusing on eating.
Katie, I'm not hungry. I will go to the market.
That's very strange. Just now you said you were hungry. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I'll be back late. You have your dinner and go to sleep.
Gary then goes to the market. He buys some fish and some cans of red color. He goes to his farm with those things.
I should get to work now.
Gary now mixes the red color in water and waters the farm with it. And then he spreads the fish all over the farm.
Now it's fine.
That night, he reaches his home very late.
Oh, she's asleep. Katie, get up, Katie. I have to tell you something. Oh, come fast.
What happened? You came very late today.
There is something. Come with me to the farm.
Right now? It's late night. Let's go in the morning.
No, Katie, let's go right now. It has rained in our farm.
How is this possible? It did not rain here. Sky is also clear.
Oh dear, that is the point. It has rained only in our farm, and that too, not an ordinary rain. It was rain of fish. There are plenty of fish in our farm which dropped from the sky.
Fish rain? Are you feeling okay?
I'm absolutely fine, Katie. Now come with me.
With a lantern in their hand, they both reached the farm.
See, Katie, this wasn't an ordinary rain. It was raining red from the sky. I have filled this water in a pot.
When Katie saw fish all over the farm, she was astonished. She could see red spots here and there in the farm.
Oh yes, there are so many fishes spread here. How did this happen?
This looks like a miracle. Let's take the pot filled with water home. But this is a secret, and so don't tell this to anyone.
Why will I tell anyone?
With Katie's help, Gary brings home the pot filled with gold. Next morning, before Katie wakes up, Gary hid the pot in the courtyard of his home. When Katie woke up, she came to Gary asking about the pot.
Listen, where have you kept the pot?
Pot? Which pot?
The one we brought from our farm last night.
Some of the neighbors hear Katie talking. They all come near and gather around, asking her about the pot.
Pot? Which pot? Did you find a pot of gold?
What is in the pot?
Did you find a treasure? Oh, no, there is nothing of that kind. She must have dreamed last night.
I haven't dreamt anything. Why do you lie? We brought a big pot last night from our farm.
Yesterday night?
Yes, yesterday night. You know, yesterday it rained very heavily in our farm.
But yesterday it didn't rain here.
That is the point. It rained only in our farm.
Huh?
And that too was not an ordinary rain. It rained red water from sky. And you know, plenty of fish also dropped from the sky on our farm. The pot was filled with that red water only.
And everybody started laughing when Katie said this.
The rain of fish? Is this really possible?
He has really gone mad.
Sister, you must have had some dream. Come, let's go. We wasted our time. Fish rain. Crazy women.
Oh, please stop. I'm telling the truth. Oh, it really rained fish in our farm. Now you please say something.
I told you. You must have had some dream. Now let it go, Katie. Please serve the breakfast. I'm getting late for the farm.
Did I really dreamt last night?
Looking at his wife going inside with a confused mind, Gary smiles.
Secret should remain secret. Otherwise, why would we call it so? He will never learn.
Yes, Father.
Come, dear. I have to tell you something very important.
Sure, tell me, Father.
I have grown old, tried to civilize him, but I could not improve him. I feel that some lazy ghost has possessed him. Daughter, I give you the responsibility to drive away that lazy ghost. This was Thomas's last wish. Since then, Mia started working on improving David. At first, she thought that if she would help her husband in the fields, then David might also feel like working hard. So she started going to the field with her husband. Early in the morning, both of them would start working together. But David would soon feel lazy and he would sleep in the shadow of a tree. And poor Mia would work all alone. Then Mia started thinking,
No, this trick is not working. I will have to find another way.
At the same time, an announcement was made in the village. Government is going to distribute free seeds tomorrow morning at 9 at the government office. Anyone who wants can come to the office and take free seeds. After listening to this, Mia went to her husband.
Please go to the government office tomorrow morning.
But why?
Because the government is giving free seeds.
Free?
Knowing that it's free, David's eyes had a different glow, which Mia noticed.
Oh yes, free of cost.
Next day, David was standing first in the queue at the government office. David come home with the seeds. Mia!
You brought the seeds?
Yes, see, and it's free. Mia started listening to David very carefully, and then she got an idea. Next day, Mia came to David.
Government has made more announcement.
Are they giving free seeds again?
No, they will give bulls.
What? Bulls? That is good. This will decrease my workload to almost half. Tell me, where do I have to go?
But this is not that easy.
Why?
Government has announced that anyone who grows 1 ton of grain in the next 3 months will get the bulls.
1 ton? What's the big deal? Our field is so big that we can grow 5 tons of grain.
But who will do the hard work? You don't like to work, right?
But we will get 2 bulls. And then we don't need to work thereafter. Since that day, David started working hard in the fields every day. He used to plow throughout the day and water the fields. After 1 month, the seedlings sprouted. And slowly the fields began to sway. David continued his hard work. After 3 months, David started harvesting them. After a few days, his field had big stalks of grain. Look, Mia, this must be more than 1 ton, right?
Yes, much more.
Now tell me, where do I have to go?
Nowhere. The buyers will come here themselves.
Next day, a merchant came and gave 1 lakh rupees in cash to Mia. Mia was very happy seeing the money. She went to the market straight away and bought 2 bulls and came home with the bulls.
Listen, dear.
Wow! Such strong bulls, and that too free?
Not for free. You have earned them.
What?
Yes, I lied to you. But because of that, you worked so hard and grew 3 tons of grains. I got 1 lakh rupees for 3 tons of grain. And out of that only, I bought 2 bullocks for 10,000.
1 lakh rupees?
Yes, and here is remaining 90,000.
David couldn't believe his eyes. He had never seen so much money before. From the next day, David started farming with his bulls. He had turned from a lazy person to a hard-working person because he had understood that by working hard, he can achieve whatever he wants.
Did you see, Father? I fulfilled your last wish by kicking out the lazy ghost.